What's going on, guys? It's Matt here, and today I will be showcasing a DarkWorld and Danger deck. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into this. Let me move these aside. So, to start off with, for our our combo pieces, we have 3 Dark Grapher. Dark Grapher is especially good in this deck, just because it allows you to get him to be a special summon, so you don't have to use him as a normal summon. And then if you use his effect to special summon, you send a DarkWorld and or a Danger, and then they get their effect from being discarded. And then he also gets to get additional effects to discard 1 card from your hand, and then also send 1 from the deck directly to the grave, which normally it's just Grapher that you would send. Next card that I run, a lot of people don't run this, even though it's kind of slow, but in the sense of being a deck that everything gets its effects off of being discarded. This sends your whole entire hand to the grave, and then you pick up 5 cards from your deck. So it's kind of a resource thing, and if you have it set down and someone just so happens to hit it, and then all of a sudden, boom, your stuff starts going off pretty quick. So those are the combo pieces that aren't really dangers and aren't really Dark Worlds. So let's go into our Dark Worlds. For Dark Worlds, we run 3 Brow, Hunterman of the Dark World. When he's discarded, I get to draw 1 card. If it's from my opponent's effect, I get to draw 2 cards. Next Dark World monster I play is Sevilla. His effect says that when he's discarded, he gets special summon just like all the rest. And then, if it's my opponent's card effect, I target 2 cards in their hand, and it goes to the bottom of their deck, and I get to choose any order that they go in. So it's kind of good because you get 2 cards out of your opponent's hand if you do get it off of their effect. Next card, I play Gould, Lord of Darkworld. He's alright. He's basically the same exact thing as Sylvia. If he gets discarded, then he gets special summoned. And then his effect for, if it's my opponent's card effect that discards him, I pick 2 cards on the field, destroy them. So that's pretty good. And then for our last Dark World monster that we actually play is Grapha. And obviously Grapha is like the main boss monster of Dark Worlds. He's pretty good. He gets discarded away, you get to target 1 card on the field, destroy it. And if it was your opponent's effect, you get to target 1 card on the field, special summon to your side of the field. So that's pretty good. And then his other effects that makes him actually really good is if you have a Dark World monster on the field and he's in the graveyard, you target that Dark World monster, send it to your hand, and then he gets special summoned from the grave. So that's pretty cool. Next we're going to be going off the Danger monsters. So for our Danger monsters, let me just set these aside. For our Danger monsters, we play 3 Danger Mothman, and all Danger cards have the same exact effect of that. If you reveal this card from your hand, you get to have your opponent pick 1 random card from your hand, and then if it's not them, they get special summon. If it is them, then they get their discard effect to go off. So his effect says that when he's special summoned, if it was not him, then he gets special summoned, you draw 1. And for every single other Danger monster, if it was not them that was picked when they were revealed, then you get the special summon them and draw 1. His other effect is that when he is discarded, you get to draw 1. Well, you and your opponent get to draw 1, then discard 1. So it's basically like, say you have him and you have something of a Dark World monster or just a Danger monster. You discard that. You also get to draw 1, so you're getting effects going off anyways, which is really nice. Next I run is Triple Danger Kubatrabra. His first effect is just like as Danger Mothman effect. If you reveal him, you can special summon, and then if it's not him that gets picked, he gets the special summon and the draw 1. His other effect is that when he's discarded, you get to target 1 Danger monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So it's basically a monster reborn, and that's pretty good because all the rest of the Danger monsters in this, except for 1, are all like big beat sticks. So we'll go on to the next one. Next one, I run 2 Danger Dogman. His secondary effect says that when he's discarded, all monsters my opponent control lose 1,000 attack, so that's actually pretty good, because then that puts me on the offensive set. Say I'm playing something that has really high attack. Now they don't have really high attack. Next card in the deck, he's kind of like a searcher, but he's also, yeah, I'd say he's like a searcher. You get to special summon a monster from your deck in a defense position when he's discarded. Next card, we won 1 Danger Bigfoot. Bigfoot is kinda, he's okay. He's the biggest beat stick of all of the dangers. So that's pretty nice, and he's actually the strongest monster in this deck currently. Unless you go into your link plays, which I'll show you in a little bit. But basically his effect is that when he's discarded, you just target one face-up card, any card, spell, trap, and or monster, destroy it. And then we run 1 Danger Thunderbird, which his effect is that instead of being a face-up card, it's a set card, so spell, trap, and or monster that's set, blow it up. Last card that we run is 1 Danger Nessie. Danger Nessie's effect is that when she's discarded, you get to search out 1 danger monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So that's for the monsters. Now we'll go on to spells. For spells, we play Triple Lure Darkness. Every single monster in this whole entire deck, and there's more monsters than there's spell and traps, are all dark monsters. So for you not to see a dark monster is pretty slim, so I don't think you're going to be really throwing away your hand ever in this deck. But it could happen, I guess, if you like brick them with just spells and traps, but hardly ever. Next card, I run 1 Drag Down into the Grave. I run the extras in the extra deck side deck just in case. But this just allows you to show your hand. Your opponent picks 1 card, throws it away. You also look at your opponent's hand. You pick 1 card, throw it away, and then you both draw. And this can't really go bad for you because all of your monsters get the effects of being discarded. But if there's a spell or something of that nature in your hand, then they can just target that, throw it away. And that kind of sucks. But next card that I run is Double Galaxy Cyclone. Now this is really nice because if you have, say you run the drag down and then you have a few monsters and you have 1 Galaxy Cyclone, if they pick your Galaxy Cyclone, you're pretty set because it's just banished to destroy a face-up spell or trap. And its other effect is that when you first play it, if it's not in the grave, so when you first play it, it says that you can destroy 1 set spell or trap. And then when it's in the grave, you can banish this card, but not the turn that you used it, and destroy 1 face-up spell or trap. So that's pretty neat. Next card I like to play is Card Destruction. Card Destruction is great in this deck. Everything has their discard effects, so you get all of their effects to go off, and then also you get to go and get however many cards you had in your hand. So that's also pretty good. Next card, DarkWorld Dealings. This is really old, and I'd like to run it at a higher amount, like 2 or 3, but I can't really afford it because it's a $9 card. But yeah, so this allows you to just draw 1, discard 1. Both players do it, and then it's also very good because all of your monsters get their effects off of discards. Next card, Monster Reborn. Kind of self-explanatory. Just brings back a monster from either your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard. Last spell, Soul Charge, just in case you need to, you know, link lane a whole bunch of stuff, and or continue on linking, and or just get a whole bunch of monsters on the field because you ain't got a shit, you know. So, Soul Charge is very good. Now to the traps. For traps, we play Triple Solemn Strike. I've never had a problem with not seeing this card in any of the decks I've ever played. So, I'm like almost 50% guaranteed to see a Solemn Strike when I play. And it's kind of crazy, but It always comes up for me, so I always play it. Next trap that I play is Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Now, this is pretty good because you get to discard one card, get their effect off, and you also get to send one card that's on the field. I believe it's a monster. Yeah. One monster your opponent controls and sends it to the top of the deck. So if they get out like a really big boss monster and they're not really, getting a lot of monsters out, you can just target that one, send it right to the top of the deck, and then also get your effect to either special summon and or whatever else, draw cards and stuff like that. Last card that I play in the Hunter deck is Danger Zone. Danger Zone is pretty good because half of the monsters that we run, actually more than half the monsters that we run are actually dangers. So it says that you can draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards. One has to be a danger monster. If it's not a danger monster, then you have to take your whole entire hand, shuffle it into the deck. But I've never really seen that happen to me at least yet. But I guess it could be a possibility if you see it really late game. But most of the time, don't even play if you don't even have a danger monster in your hand, So, yeah, that's the whole entire deck. Now we'll move on to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we play, for our links at least, we play 2 Wee Witch Apprentice. Everything in this deck is dark, so they all get the boost of 500 attack and then 500 defense. And if there's any light monsters, if you're playing anything that has any light monsters, they lose 400 attack, so it's pretty good. And then also, if it's destroyed by a battle or card effect from your, just anywhere, doesn't even say from your opponent, but from anywhere, then you get to essentially grab one of your dark monsters out of your grave. So you can go for one of your danger monsters that you want to keep on searching through your deck or something, or if you want to just go for a big monster that's easy to put on the field, then go for it. Next link monster, Proxy Dragon. I basically just run him in here because I don't have any of the Nightmare cards, so these are kind of like how I would branch off after putting on Wee Witch. So I would go Wee Witch, then Proxy Dragon, then over again, and then up and stuff like that, so I could actually get in extra link people. Next card that I play, Binary Sorceress. The same thing as Proxy Dragon, just basically expanding my board. Next card, Eco Talker. Normally people play it so that you can, use his effect and also get the attack boost and stuff. But I'm really just looking so I can get over to that other side so I can put down either of my topologicals that I have right here. So we'd either go for topological Gumbler Dragon, which if they're extra linked, then you get his effect off, which is really nice. The first effect is that you can discard 1 to 2 cards, and I believe it's when a monster special summon to the link monster zone that this card points to. 1 second. Just the link monster points to. And then his other effect is that when your opponent is extra linked and you have at least 1 card in your hand, you can make your opponent discard 1 to 2 cards, whichever is higher, and if they have no more cards in their hand. And inflict 3,000 damage, which is actually pretty darn good. Next card, Topological Bomber Dragon. He's really good. I don't really have any actually protection-wise for when his effect goes off to blow up everything. But it's still really nice to have him up there, because then you can blow up everything, and then so they have 1 monster in their link zone. It's not strong enough. Uses the other effect when he attacks, you can inflict the damage to your opponent. He's really just board wipe, just in case, So those are the link monsters I run. Now to XYZ monsters. I run 1 Greenosaurus. He's really in there just in case I have to, for some reason, go into him. I have 2 brows and I can't do anything else. Then he's there. He's 2,000 attack, beat stick, and then once per turn you can detach 1. Burn your opponent for 1,000 damage, I believe. Yeah. When it destroys a monster, burn your opponent for 1,000 damage. which is pretty okay. I mean, it's not like the best play, but it's still something to do. Next card, Tornado Dragon. There's a lot of level 4s in this deck, so if you really need to, you can go into Tornado Dragon, blow up some back row during either player's turn. Another card that I like to run, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. He's just monsters beat stick, depending on what they have on their side of the field. So basically, just it cuts your opponent's attack in half. He gains that, and it's not until the end of the battle phase or anything. It's just continuous. It's always there after that, unless he gets hit off the field or something. Next card that I like to play, because I run, I think, four or five level 5s. So he's really good. Number 61, Volcanosaurus. His effect is that you can detach one XYZ material from this card, target one face-up card your opponent controls, and then destroy it. And when it does that, you inflict the damage to your opponent equal to the amount of damage that their original attack is. And he's also 2500 beat stick, so, I mean, you can't really go wrong. Next, I run number 11, Big Eye. There's quite a few level 7s in here. This is basically just, like, Snatch and Steal without the 1000, and, yeah. Next card, Mecha Phantom Beast, Draco Sack. I do not have Tomahawk, or number, whatever it is, Galaxy's Tomahawk. I don't have him, so I run him instead. He's still a token generator, so that's really nice. And he also has a different effect that you can target one of your tokens that you created with this card. He's unaffected by card effects when those tokens are on the field, and then you can target one, blow it up, and then blow up one card on your opponent's field. So that's pretty nice too. He's really interactive. He can do a lot of different stuff. Next card, Galaxy Ice Cypher Dragon. He's in here because there is a potential to have him out, but you have to have either Grapha or Bigfoot or Thunder Bird, or I think that might be it. I think those are only level 8s. So it's kind of like a very slim thing when you ever go into this, but when you do, it's pretty big plays, because then you get to basically use his effect if he's the only person on the field. Uses effect to grab one of their monsters. Then you can rank up into this bad boy, Neo Galaxy Ice Cypher Dragon, which allows you to take control of 3 monsters on their side of the field. So you can just go into all of your link plays if you really want to, and it's kind of a really nice combo off. So yeah, that's the extra deck. Now for a side deck, I run that last Stivilia, because he's another level 5 for Dark Rapper, so you can get the special summon off and then their special summon. So you got 2 heavy beat sticks on the field. Then I run 3 Ash Blossoms of Enjoy Springs, just in case they like need to be put in for some reason, you know. I run 1 Penguin Knight. I don't want to be hit by that Mayakashi bullshit, so if I see that they're going to be playing that, then, you know, I'll just throw it in my deck as a side-up card. Last Galaxy Cyclone. It's a really nice card. It helps out a lot for any deck that's running a lot of back row. My other 2 drag down to the graves, just in case I see that, you know, I need some more draw power and a little bit more discard power as well. 1 Foolish Burial, just in case I see that Dark Grapher's not doing his job, you know. If he keeps on getting like Ash Blossom and shit like that, then I have 1 additional thing, depending on who I'm playing against. 1 Upstart Goblin, just another draw card. For traps, 2 Red Reboots, really heavy back row, Altergeist, you know, Paleozoic Frogs, I don't know what else really plays lots of trap stuff, but yeah, basically those decks. Next, Jar of Avarice. I have seen that I run through this deck very quickly, so, and I can't play Pot of Avarice. Really wish I could, but I can't, so Jar of Avarice is the next best thing. And then, last but not least, the last Danger Zone, just in case I need it. I don't really see myself needing it at all, but just in case. So yeah, I hope you guys liked my DarkWorld Danger deck. It's a working piece. It does its job, I guess. But yeah, please tell me what I can do differently or anything that you guys would like to see next. So yeah, this is Mad Matt signing out. See you.